Hi, good morning. This morning I'm going to talk about having your chemo port installed. This is what it looks like 3.5 months. So you can see some protruding um, circle there on my right chest right here. This is what a chemo port is. Um, A little bit more about this. It was installed April in April. During my chemo, I believe it's April 14th. Sorry, chemo brain fog is setting in, so I'm trying to remember it. So I went there at 7 o'clock in the morning. First of all, the chemo port will be ordered by your doctor. She told me about it on my um, post surgery checkup, and she said, Nora, you're going to have a port installed for your chemo. I wasn't thinking about it, what chemo port is. She kind of explained about that's going to be helping me during the chemo. So that's where the medication is going through the chemo meds. And then after she told me, I got briefed by my nurse coordinator. She coordinates everything on my care as far as procedures and whatnot is concerned. So when that happened, it was scheduled about 4 days or a week. It was installed after that. During the installation process, it's going to be done by the radiology team. There's a team that does it. It is a surgery, same day surgery. So I got in 7:30. The nurse prepped me. They put an IV on it where they put all the medication in. And then after like an hour and a half after their prep you, I was in a bed in the red tech room. And then they would bring you to the operating room. So it's a minor surgery where I was wide awake during the procedure. The team is there. One was overseeing me, so they put some privacy on this end here. I could not see who is working on it, but I could hear people around because I still have anesthesia on it. I felt this side was being worked on, but by the time they tread this here, it does hurt a little bit. So you can see here, from here, there's some spots there. That part there's hurts to me, even though I have anesthesia. I felt it. It took me about, they took 45 minutes because they have to redo my IV during the procedure, but usually it does about 45 minutes. And after that, I was a little bit woozy. The whole procedure was very good. Everybody was a team. I could not remember how many people were there, but probably around 5 to 6. And then there was the one in charge. I forgot her name. Shirley was her name, who did all the procedure. And there's a nurse who keeps watching me on the side to make sure I'm comfortable because I'm covered on this side. So about 45 minutes in, I was lying in the operating room. Once they were done and wrapping them up, they wheeled me over back to the room that I was in, checking in. And then after that, I got back to that room. And I feel very sore. I could feel a little bit of the incision because you can see there's that incision there from here. This is actually um like from here to here. That's where they put that and thread it in here. I felt it. I was just woozy. I didn't like that feeling because I just, I had just had surgery 3 weeks after that. And they install this, and the next day I'm gonna have my chemo. So that's how fast it was that they were able to use the chemoport. And that was it. So this is what it looks like after 3.5 months. It was a little bit sore when they use it and access it. The next day, I'm going to talk about that, how I felt during chemo using this port, okay? But basically, that's what the chemo port is when they install it. If you have these, you know how it feels, but if someone who is going to have these in the future, for me, it was a little bit uncomfortable for 1 or 2nd chemo. And fourth, I got a little bit comfortable. So it's very useful as far as doing chemo is concerned. And then I'm going to talk about a little bit more if outside of chemo, what if I use it or not. Okay. And please make sure you subscribe to my channel for more information and awareness of ovarian cancer, and appreciate the likes and comments. Thank you.